Hello everyone. Welcome to my new project. We're exploring phrasal verbs in this video, which are a fundamental part of the English language. Phrasal verbs are a crucial part of everyday communication and are created by joining verbs with prepositions or adverbs. However, they often pose a challenge for learners due to their wide range of meanings and nuances. In this video, we'll go through several often misunderstood phrasal verbs and examine their usage and definitions. Our aim in this video is to bring clarity to this linguistic puzzle and empower you to use these expressions confidently and effectively. Let's embark on this educational journey together. Okay, let's begin. Confused phrasal verbs. Drop off has multiple meanings, including experiencing a decline or decrease in something, falling asleep, or delivering someone or something to a specific place. Each usage context provides a distinct nuance to the verb. In usage, when referring to a reduction or decrease, drop off is often used to indicate a decline in numbers or levels, such as in the sentence, sales tend to drop off during the winter months, causing businesses to adjust their strategies. Additionally, drop off can mean delivering or leaving someone or something at a specified location, as in, I'll drop off the package at the post office on my way to work, ensuring it gets there on time. Drop out primarily refers to the act of withdrawing or leaving a group, activity, or institution before its completion. This term is often associated with education but can apply to various scenarios where someone exits prematurely. In usage, in educational contexts, drop out is commonly used to describe students who leave school or university without completing their studies. For instance, he dropped out of college in his second year to start his own business, driven by an entrepreneurial spirit. Beyond education, drop out can also refer to someone who withdraws from an activity or competition, as seen in, she decided to drop out of the marathon due to an injury, prioritizing her long-term health over finishing the race. The synonyms that can enrich our vocabulary and help us better comprehend the meanings of drop off and drop out. Drop off, decrease, decline, diminish, plummet, fall, reduce, drop out, quit, withdraw, leave, resign, abandon, forsake. Here are some examples of drop off. The number of attendees tends to drop off towards the end of the conference as people start leaving for their flights. As the night progressed, the intensity of the storm began to drop off, giving residents some relief. Please drop off your completed forms at the reception desk before leaving the office. Here are some examples of drop out. After struggling with the course material, Benedict made the difficult decision to drop out of university and pursue a different career path. Several team members decided to drop out of the project due to disagreements over the direction of the work. Despite his initial enthusiasm, Oscar eventually chose to drop out of the competition when he realized the commitment required. Let's see these phrasal verbs in context, so we can understand how they are used. The journey of a college student. As the semester progressed, Amy found herself struggling to keep up with her coursework. The initial excitement of starting college had begun to drop off as the workload increased and the challenges mounted. Despite her best efforts, she couldn't shake off the feeling of overwhelm. Eventually, she made the difficult decision to drop out of one of her classes to focus on the others. Dropping out was not an easy choice, but Amy realized that it was necessary for her to maintain her mental well-being and academic success. With the weight of that decision lifted, she could now fully dedicate herself to her remaining classes, determined to excel despite the setbacks. Now, read the sentences below and fill in the blanks correctly. 1. Due to financial constraints, Paul had to blank of college and find a job. 2. Jeanette felt overwhelmed with the course load and decided to blank of one class to focus on the others. 3. Can you blank this package at the post office on your way to work? 4. The company's sales tend to blank during the summer months. 5. Could you blank the kids at school on your way to the office? 6. Carol didn't want to blank, but her grades were slipping, and she needed a break to catch up. Okay, let's continue with the new set of phrasal verbs. Make out has several meanings, including perceiving or understanding something, engaging in romantic or intimate behavior, and completing a document or check. This versatility allows it to be used in diverse contexts. In usage, in situations requiring perception or understanding, make out means to discern or comprehend. When describing romantic or intimate behavior, make out refers to kissing or engaging in physical affection, as exemplified by, they were making out in the back of the car, completely engrossed in each other. Additionally, in the context of completing documents, make out can mean filling in details or writing out something, such as, he made out a check for the amount due, ensuring all the necessary information was included. Make up is highly versatile, encompassing meanings related to reconciliation, inventing or fabricating, completing something, and constituting parts of a whole. Each usage highlights a different aspect of creation or reparation. In usage, the phrasal verb, make up, has multiple meanings. It can refer to resolving differences and reconciling, as shown in, after their argument, they decided to make up and forget the past, valuing their friendship above the disagreement. It can also mean creating or inventing stories or excuses, such as in, she made up an excuse to avoid the meeting, not wanting to face her colleagues. Additionally, it can involve compensating for missed time or completing tasks and describing the composition of something. The synonyms that can enrich our vocabulary and help us better comprehend the meanings of make out and make up. Make out, discern, perceive, recognize, comprehend, decipher, interpret, make up, fabricate, invent, concoct, devise, formulate, create. Here are some examples of make out. From the lookout point, we could just about make out the outline of the city skyline against the setting sun. It was hard to make out his handwriting in the dimly lit room. Despite the distance, we could still make out the faint sound of music coming from the festival grounds. Here are some examples of make up. Julia had to make up for lost time after falling behind on her project deadline. They decided to make up a story about their weekend adventures to entertain their friends. It took hours of practice, but Camille finally managed to make up her mind about which college to attend. Let's see these phrasal verbs in context, so we can understand how they are used. The misunderstanding. During a heated argument, Caitlin and Nathan struggled to make out each other's words over the rising tension. Emotions ran high as accusations were hurled back and forth, clouding their judgment and understanding. However, amidst the chaos, Caitlin's voice softened as she made out the hurt in Nathan's eyes, realizing the impact of their words on their relationship. With a deep sigh, she suggested they take a moment to make up and find a resolution. Setting aside their differences, they worked together to make up for the misunderstandings and miscommunications that had led to the conflict, reaffirming their commitment to each other and their relationship. Now, read the sentences below and fill in the blanks correctly. 1. After their heated argument, they decided to blank and be friends again. 2. In the dim light, I could barely blank the words on the old sign. 3. During the concert, the noise was so loud that I couldn't blank the lyrics of the song. 4. To blank for being late, Carlos bought her a bouquet of flowers. 5. Helen and Kate managed to blank a story to explain why they were late. 6. Despite the fog, the captain was able to blank the outline of the approaching ship. Final, matching section. Here it is, the thrilling final. In this ultimate section, you'll be pairing up phrasal verbs. You're almost there. Let's make sure these phrasal verbs find their perfect partners. Drop off, make out, drop out, make up, invent, forsake, plummet, discern, create, resign, decline, recognize. And there you have it, our journey through the realm of phrasal verbs. We've explored, clarified, and hopefully demystified some of these often confusing pairs. Remember, mastering phrasal verbs is an ongoing process, and the key is consistent practice and exposure to diverse contexts. Keep experimenting, keep learning, and soon these expressions will become second nature. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with fellow language enthusiasts. Let's continue enhancing our language skills and growing together. Thank you for joining me today. Until next time, happy learning.